be. But Calaveras, the High Sage, was the final authority in legendary artifacts. If anyone could dispel Reynardo's doubts, it would be him. This is a case of, do we destroy the universe or not? It's the freaking flip of a coin. In this case, you want to be certain. So, Calaveras it is.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Skyripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
Or so we hope.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Reynardo's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Reynardo dare use the Skyripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies, even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies. Some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler, no.
Being a hero isn't easy.
Hurt. That, at least he was sure of.
It's all about those choices, and you'll never know if you made the right ones. You'll always just have to live with the choices that you do make. And also, do we have any upgrades available on the sword department? I don't think we do. No, we need way too much for that. Oh well. No problem. No problem at all. Let's see if we can find this Calaveras and get some answers in regards to what the hell we're dealing with. Hi, Raven. How are you doing? Can you... No. Can you not do that, please? Come on. That is all that we need. There we go. Goodbye.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
I have noticed. It's awesome. I love it. If only there were more of these balls everywhere. Like, we need more. Okay, you go there. No. Come on. Kill these. No freaking guys. Okay. You are most definitely asking. Oh, no. Get out of the way. Grab the shields. Kill. Now, okay. That was a bad idea. Yeah, I realized. My bad. Don't dash towards the freaking burning ravens. Horrible idea. Can I get a little bit of the healing? No, of course not. Nah.
This was much easier than free climbing.
We need more of these platforms. Everyone likes floating platforms, right? Okay. Ooh. Double door. We went down that path before, I believe. Which means I kinda wanna see what's over here this time around. At this point in time, we nearly got all the gems, I believe. So we should be good. I hope. As long as these islands stay floating, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, where are you, freaking ravens? I'm waiting. Absolutely waiting. Come on. I hate it when it's so silent for such a long time. I don't want to be caught off guard. Oh, just a normal chest. That's an awful lot of work for only 2 ore. Really an awful lot of work. There must be more to it, right?
Sometimes, Reynardo really hated inanimate objects.
Well, if it's only this chest, then yes, I hate inanimate objects because they're not giving me what I need. Well, they're giving me healing. So I like them a little bit more. But at the same time... Ravens! Hi! No, get over here. Okay, I need to get... Oh, no. Get the time slow off. That means we have the time to kill these mages. Oh, if they at least stop being a bother. That was all of them? Nice.
He tried to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calvaris would help. He would make Renato feel better about using the Skyripper, and then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
The moment you start to worry about all those ravens, some of them have friends and family, and some of those families are good and they believe they're doing good, although the ravens aren't really exactly that bright. But even so, it's like mass murder of ravens. Horrible. But in the meantime, that doesn't stop us from just being an absolute disaster to their life. If you go over there, no, go that direction. Thank you. And die. Even more. What did I say about using shields? Really? When will they learn? Oh, okay, so either we take that path, use the teleporter, or that one which goes down there. We took that one before, which makes me curious about this one. And it still begs the question, is this path going to lead us anywhere new? Anywhere we've already been? Most likely where we've already been. Especially at this point.
Well, at least there is always the magic of post-editing in case nothing new happens or if you run out of clever things to say. We must be quite near the end after all.
Going down? Treasure! Okay, this is just... Oh!
You shall not pass.
Oh, we shall see about that. Mostly this is just a small little detour for more stuff. Okay, you break that shield, please. Thank you. Okay, any treasure? Yes, a little bit of energy. Might be nice. Okay, well, let's go back up. Let's see where the hell we're gonna end up. It's just... These platforms, if only they would just move up and down, nice and easy. Not so confusingly. Okay, you, more ore. Okay with that. Can't go in that direction, so we're limited to this. But is this the right path for us? Take, oh!
You don't smell like it.
Where were these guys before, though? No. Okay, take, ow. Okay, you are asking for death. Oh, more of your friends. How about we don't do that? I'm just gonna heal on all of you, and goodbye, and die. I'm really happy with the choices I made of my upgrades, because, oh god, they are awesome. Okay, there was nothing over here, so that means we have to go back? We weren't here before. Nope, okay. Keep moving in that case. We're nearly there. Nearly at the top. Just a little bit further. Like 4 or 5 elevators more. Maybe. Maybe 6 or 7. You never know with these mountains.
As for the gate, well, he could take her. The rebels were counting on Renato. He hoped Calaveras knew what he was doing.
Well, Calaveras is our only hope in this regard of learning more on the Skyripper. But I'm not excluding or completely ignoring the idea that maybe this Calaveras is not on our side. Because you never know. Anyway, for the long run... What would I want to go for? I could go for dashing through enemies. Might help. Does not work on shield enemies though. Maybe running faster might work more. Yes, let's go for running faster. And... Hi! This is your hut? I might have murdered my possible girlfriend in there in the past.
Calaveras
that didn't happen.
had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better.
But when Renato explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so According to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 128 chance you'll destroy the universe.
That's pretty good odds. That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
What?
We hope.
No. That's so not right. Look, each time you use it... Okay, look. Just don't use it ever. At all, okay?
All right, I guess. As he sailed away from the mountains, Bernardo could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees. This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Skyripper? Could he gamble the universe? On the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21 6s in a row?
No, 2.716s in a row. Ronaldo, pay attention!
The battle was not going spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Skyripper, or the Iblistone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Skyripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right?
Well, the
He
odds
wasn't
would always be
sure
the
that he
same.
was right. So he didn't fire the Skyripper. He just brought it along, in case.
If you fire the Skyripper and it's a 1 in 128 chance, it will always be that very same chance. Even the second time, it's still 1 in 228. But even so, that one chance of utterly destroying the universe, yeah, it's a bit terrifying. Which begs the question, should we use it? We went there before, so I think I'm just gonna go and see if I can get as far as possible towards the main battle, towards the end. And in the meantime, grab as many shinies as we can get, because shinies.
Bernardo had a lot of crafting materials. Now all he needed was a crafting bench.
And perhaps a few ravens to practice all that crafting on. No, go away. Perfect. Goodbye. Oh, we're not done yet? Well, let me quickly end it in that case. Oh, I'm so bloody powerful. Right onto the ship. So once we figure out the truth behind the Skyripper entirely, which I think is along the lines of don't use it because it's gonna destroy everything, then we know we don't have to use it. Or we can't or shouldn't use it. Nope, get over here, go. Perfect. I think the whole truth of the Skyripper is going to be
Good
just
thing
don't
Renato
use
didn't
it.
have vertigo.
Oh, don't begin about vertigo, please. Okay, no. You get over there. Come on. Can we get out? Grab. Grab. No. Ugh. Come on. A little bit. One. Add. Okay. You are beginning to become a bother. You most definitely are. Come on. All of you. Stop it. Too many of you being empowered. And my nose is beginning to itch. Terrible timing. Ah! I have to pause. Sorry.
One nose scratching later.
An itchy nose during a battle like that. Absolutely horrible. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah, that's where we were. Me getting slaughtered. Totally because of this freaking mage. Get over here. No. Come. No. Get over here. Give me my healing. Thank you. Ah, that's a whole lot better.
Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because you'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win, but one of them would destroy the universe. Ooh, that seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Skyripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work.
Bluffing might be a viable solution here. Like, we do have it. We do have the freaking Skyripper, and we can say that we're gonna use it. But yeah, even so, the odds are still better than flipping a coin and have it being a 50-50% chance.
They looked so breakable.
Plus, whoever hides nice goodies inside those vases, they're asking for it. Like, if you have a few of those vases with goodies, then why wouldn't all the others contain good stuff too? Oh, no, 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 come on. Kill, kill, kill the mage. Oh, the mage needs to die. Okay, okay. Or, you know what?
Just trying to teach you how to fly.
They're ravens. They should already know how to fly, and it's much easier to deal with. Why haven't I been doing that more often? The freaking powerful ravens. I can just throw them off, and it's an instant kill. I've been doing stuff the hard way. Oh well, no issues there. As long as I don't get caught by the fire. There we go. And that means we're ready for the final battle. Of course we shouldn't use the Skyripper. Oh, wait, it's not the final battle. Just yet. Or is it? Hello? Hi? Anything? Can I? Okay. That's new. So I don't take the path over there? What? Okay, now I'm confused. Now I'm definitely confused. Okay, there we go. You fly, you die, you go in that direction. Go. See? Much easier. Definitely much easier to deal with. Although I do have to keep the shielded boys in mind. Because you don't mess with the shielded boys. Okay, so in the long run, where do we go? Hi?
And let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the odds. Good. Because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe. No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No.
That's not how it works.
The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times.
No, that's not how it works.
That's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class?
Thank you, Zenobia.
Or I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't. He felt sure the odds were with him. You have to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Skyripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome. And then he noticed there was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger, and even larger. Crates fell upwards into it, and the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds?
That's my luck.
Bernardo. And then everything fell into the hole and was gone.
The end.
Oh, damn it. He lost again. And died. But there was Burning Ubar behind him. He still had all his destinies ahead of him.
All of them.
But he'd learned another true thing. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
Another truth which will help us unlock the final answer. Our final path. Our final destiny. The Skyripper's core is unstable. So, now that we know those truths, Also, I think I did a pretty good job of figuring out those 4 truths by focusing on them entirely like this. But yeah, we can now figure out the right path towards our true destiny. So, flip back the pages of the book. It's time for another story. Now the question, however, is, how are we going to put these story pieces together? We know these 4 truths, that Lapino is a traitor. We know that Zenobia has feelings for Renato. We know the Iblis Stone corrupts anyone who uses it. The Skyripper core is unstable as heck. So, how are we gonna do this? I think we're just gonna continue the story and we just follow our guts.
He knew enough now, he thought. All these truths tumbling around each other in his head. There must be a way to puzzle the pieces together. If he used everything he knew, he could discover a new path to destiny. The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
And there's a key right there. That is our signal of, we should most likely take this path. Ooh, but that's the thing. Even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes, maybe rescue him was worth it. We know that Lapino is a traitor. If we let him believe that we're his friends, if we can then somehow use him, let him do his thing, and possibly get the core of the Skyripper or the Iblis Stone. We know how those things corrupt and weaken and just are generally bad. So, that might very well be something. Anyway, let's first get that harebrain out of here and get him safe.
Finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause, and maybe Renato could use that somehow.
We most definitely could. What to do with the knowledge about Lapino's treason? Renato would be foolish to trust Lapino again. He should confront him, or better yet, find a way to use the traitor against his new master, the Emperor. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe Lapino could be a game changer after all, just not in the way that we originally expected it. Oh, yes.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip. How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
That means there need to be 2 more lynch mobs to make things even, I guess. Confront the traitor Lapino. Alright, well, in the meantime though, do we need to upgrade? We don't really have to, but because I can. Winterthorn looks cool, but I'm kinda curious how the Void Blade looks on the next level. So, even though I'm not using it,
Now he could slice the wings off a fly in the air. Not that he would. It's sort of mean, really.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, the blade doesn't look that much more amazing than the previous one, a little bit. The biggest sword still remains to be the big freaking hero sword. Liking that one the most out of all of them. But anyway, we have a rabbit to find.
Oh, what does the fox say? Asked one raven. Another one called back, "Oh, I'm dying!" And they both laughed hysterically.
Well, they won't laugh for long. The fox says bye, bye, and die. No. Okay, maybe the dying part is gonna be on me shortly, which I'm not entirely okay with, so let's quickly solve that issue. No, come on. Everyone freaking dies. No. Goodbye.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
What is Lapino's reason for his betrayal? Well, I'm not sure if we're going to find out. Maybe we will. That's not where we need to go. So, yeah. We just have to figure out how to use Lapino to the maximum. I don't have to go through that, but I will just for the sake of it being possible. If it leads me anywhere, that is.
What was behind that door? Renado's nose told him there was treasure there. They must have forgotten it in a hurry. Surely they wouldn't mind if he helped himself to it. After all, they wouldn't even know.
Well, we got more treasure hunter. Not great. Definitely not. We don't need it. Anyway, I think it's best if we just focus on our main goal right now, which is just keep moving and also level up, because we have 2 level ups. That's great. Which means maximum stamina might help us move faster. No, let's just go.
More and more extraordinary.
Yes, but in the meantime, I think I'm gonna go for more health too. That seems to be the most useful for me, especially because we're really close to the end right now. So, down the well? Or past here? I'm not entirely sure. Let's just go over here. Alright, we should be nearly there, I believe, if I'm right. Just 1 or 2 more battles. Something along those lines. No issue. Just kill everything. Don't let them even get close. They will die. Goodbye. Oh no, you don't. Get over here and die. No.
Welcome to Earth, Renado told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
That doesn't work like that. Definitely doesn't.
Lapino would betray him. The core was dangerous. And Renado had a fleeting idea that the 2 ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Ah, damn ideas. They never stuck around when you needed them.
I have a feeling that we're gonna tell Lapino about the core. Give him the core. Let it corrupt. Or something along those lines. Then we don't have to deal with that. But how are we going to draw in Zenobia and the Iblis Stone into all of this? Like, they're all parts of the bigger puzzle. All parts of the answer that we're looking for.
Bloody and exhausted, Renado finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renado didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Skyripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Especially if he doesn't have the armature. If we denounce a traitor right here, right now, we're not getting anywhere. So I think to send the core with the traitor, with Lapino, to the Emperor. And, ooh, yeah. If we give Lapino the location of the Skyripper's core, Lapino will go over there. And when Lapino delivers the unstable weapon to the enemy, we can go and visit Zenobia and draw her into the main plan. Not entirely sure what the main plan is just yet, but we have a true ally in that case. This sounds like a glorious idea.
Now that all the puzzle pieces are uncovered, it's time to move each respective chess piece in its proper position, starting with Lapino. It is now or never, our biggest plan yet, the path to our own destiny.